This is your reminder that midwives are trained for this kind of stuff. Let's talk about the different kinds of midwives. There are specifically 2 different kinds of midwives that are frequently used. Certified nurse midwives who routinely do hospital births. They can do home births, they can do birth center births, but mainly it's hospital births. And then you have the other that is a certified professional midwife, which does birth center births and home births. These are midwives that are certified to do this, and they are trained to handle things like shoulder dystocias or any other complication that comes up. I know that there's like a huge fear mongering when you hire a midwife and you want to have a home birth, that midwives are not as good as hospital OBs, and that is just false. Certified midwives go through extensive training, extensive schooling in order to be certified. Specifically here in North America, they have to be able to meet the requirements of being certified for the North American Registry of Midwives, which is like an across-the-board test. This is why it's also really important when you are hiring a midwife to be able to see their credentials. But home birth midwives are extensively trained. They are trained to know how to resolve complications like a shoulder dystocia, and they also know when their expertise ends and when it's time to transfer to a hospital. And I feel like it should be up to the birthing person to decide if they want to be able to have a home birth and take on the risk of a possible transfer. As a doula, when I talk to people that want a home birth, they are more scared about the transfer, not because of the actual transfer itself, but because of the judgment that will come from staff at the hospital, which unfortunately does happen very frequently, and it shouldn't. As birth workers, we are taught to accept every single person and their choices, regardless of if it's not the choices we would have made. So if you work in a hospital, especially if you work in the birthing space, if you are a birth worker, I want you to be very mindful of this. Don't judge someone based off of where they want to give birth, because you and I both know that there is not a single place that someone can give birth that is 100% complication free, not even in a hospital.